There we go. I got my timer, so that way I can keep up with things and try to make everything nice and fair. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less. You wouldn't want someone to cut you off in the middle of something. Nor if they've already had something to say, I can't force any more out of it. But I do squeeze, I just continue to talk. My name's Katrina. It looks like there's a few here that's already had readings with me, and a few of them that has been on the fence a little bit for their own special ones. And that's what's special. When you're ready, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I also downloaded your photos that you sent me, which just wanted to let you know that that's what's on my phone. So does anybody in particular want to go first? Or do you want me to just go ahead and just pull something out of here and whoever says it comes up? Well, I'm happy to do that. Got it. Okay. Here we go. And I got one saying, okay, I'm going to go over here with this one right here. Somebody pieces, let me see who it is. Oh, you. Mom and Dad, you're the best. No, no. Mom and Dad, you're the best. This is the barbecue guy. This is your son. Sorry, because I have it written down. I just put Mom and Dad the best. I will be getting you because that's your husband. Picture. I like everybody to see who we're talking to. I can't see today, but here it is. This was the picture that I received. And you know what? I just want to let you know, he's out here. And one of the nice things about being in the line is that he just takes center stage. I'm trying to get the masculine into it and the present. And of course, I'm coming in first. And for some reason, he said he would tell you he was coming in first. And this is just his personality, and he's still over the top. Everything is over the top with him. His personality, his love, his dedication, and also the whole family. This is a huge family, and I do know that I've met several of your families together. So I'm going to put both of us together here. Is that Neva? Neva. Sorry, Neva. Because they're both together. Yeah. First thing I like to do is read off yours. You'll be able to take them together. I saw barbecue and huge letters. It's in big letters. And I'm finding this happening almost every weekend or every 2 weeks. So are we celebrating? Is Dad celebrating things? Was there a barbecue feast? Planning one? Okay, this is what I got. Barbecue food. Vision of a black dog. I also felt like it was by a fire. And the reason the barbecue is, have you been doing, when I say barbecue, I'm talking about these meats. I've seen it before.
Yeah, for his birthday, my first without him, birthday was in March.
Okay.
And we had a big barbecue, the whole family was there, everything.
Okay, blue. I saw that blue was a big prominent. I got September and March. Those are both blue, and I feel like they're both significant. So is there any significance to September?
That's September 13th.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to share, those are the little things that I try to get in together, and I identify the months. I cannot get a name. I'm so sorry. You guys watched me for 8 years. I'm not pretending. I'll be like, Rhodey. So, another thing that I saw was vision of black balloons, but also red ones too. And they were in abundance. And what was very interesting, I want to let you know that there's this little tyke. Okay, I think that I might have a boy and a girl. I think that there's a boy that might be about this tall. And I feel like we might have a little bit younger little girl here. And they have a red, no, the little girl has 1 or 2 balloons, and I think she lost one. And the other one over here, was holding on to, maybe 4. I feel like there's a cluster of them in his hand. I think this is his son. This is how much, and he's walking with them, and it seems like they're just going around like this, and making a sign, and I hear music. So these are some areas of him being around, and this is very interesting because when these two balloons came together, I think that you've got video of him doing this. Because he was dancing with them. He likes to dance, he likes to bust a rhyme every once in a while. Tupac is dead.
And he's probably up there rapping with it.
That's exactly correct. Another thing that I was seeing here was, he said he loves all the festivities. And I know that we just had Halloween. It's my favorite time. And I know we're going into Thanksgiving. I saw pumpkins, I saw fishing. And he says, like we do. So what I feel like is that it's like dad with a dad, possibly with a dad. So I'm seeing like 3 generations in one. So I feel like it might be his father with his sons, and he's right there with them. So I feel like there was a moment that these two were out and shared together, and they want to let him know that dad was there too. Is there something that possibly grandpa set up with your grandson for fishing and outdoor situation? And I see the feet dangling, so I feel like they're hanging off of something, not just standing on the deck or something. Their feet are dangling. And he's with them too. And they're talking about how it stinks. That's exactly what I'm getting. You already said you're going to get this whole throne. Oh, you got the best fit. No, friggin' stinks in here. And he did say fucking stinks. I just want to let you know they do. So this is their personality, letting you know that they're around, being around. And I'm being told that you are the best cook, Mom.
He would say that.
However, there's something that got a little well done. You were mad. Everybody loved it. But it didn't come out your way. You upset that it overcooked. So let me think of what is. It appears to be something rolled up. Do you ever do cabbage roll-ups or pigs in a blanket? This would be all in the things, but I feel like what you did, you felt like they were just a little overcooked. So if you haven't done that, we got Thanksgiving coming in.
Oh,
But remember what I heard, what I said. Everybody loves it. So he's telling me that you're critical on your own self. You would be like, oh, this isn't good enough, or what? Everybody's, oh, girl, put that onto the table. But you're critical of yourself of where you felt like you overcooked it. It wasn't. Everybody loved it. So it's not bad. It will be. And also it'll remind you of mom. He just goes to the back of your ear. Like, smelling the back of your ear. He's taking me back. So these are just some of those things that I'm like, picking out. Are you his sister?
no.
His girlfriend? The mother?
Yeah.
Okay. Love. I just definitely like, but you, even though that there were some things, you guys picked on each other like brother and sister?
We always did.
Okay. Brother and sister do a lot of that. I don't know what's up with the butt. You guys always kick each other in the butt, or would he push you in the butt? I'm just seeing some things with that butt. Was the butt his favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just know it has something to do with it. Okay, there we go. And I wasn't saying kicking your ass. I was saying kicking in it. I think it's seeing it too. I heard he gives it a little, but it still stands up. I'm always around. I saw birthdays recently. I feel like it's a young man. I saw a game that I remember with my kids, but it's like pie in the face. So I think that he was like a game that you put these things in, and I feel like the kid has blonde hair. I feel like he's the one that's up to here. So has he had a birthday recently or a celebration where he got a gift?
November 13th.
That was very recent.
Yes, it was.
hasn't pulled out the game yet, but he just put it out to the side when he got it. Can you confirm that he's got this game that you get something wrong up high and will go in your face?
He does not, he didn't get that. But I was going through my memories today on Facebook, and it was like two or three birthdays ago. He had that actual game eye in the face.
It's the only thing that I have here. And would that have been somewhere when Daddy was there?
I don't know if he was there or not, but he would have seen
That would be
picture.
the great thing to share with you because he wants his son to know that he's around, he's been around. And I just thought there was festivities, but I do have it in parentheses that I had seen something to do with pie in the face. So that was something I want to share. You also noticed that I felt like he put it aside. So I love, and you did hear me say that he put it aside when he done. So that might be the reason why it's been a couple of years and he probably hasn't pulled it out.
No.
Maybe that's that was long hair.
Did he just hurt himself or something? Playing or is a blemish coming off of his face? It's almost like that he had maybe darkness right here, maybe a bruise or a scuffle. Take a look. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying that he got beat up or anything like that. It just looks like he's playing or something. You can look at it. Or something. It's a little dark right here.
No, all he's got right now is his mouth. He's got a little sore right here on his mouth where the heart is there. But
Here, let me ask another thing. Does he ask? Is he kind of like his dad? Is he clumsy?
yeah.
Now, so this is something that might occur or whatever, or something, like I said, I just feel like it was just this lightless, or had your son ever ran and hit himself to where he had a little blemish onto his cheek?
Yeah, when he was young.
I just need to share, because you know that it's both in one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it work, but I do know that it means something, Devin brought it up.
The kitchen table right there has that big old bruise.
Thank you. I just seen it, and you know, it looks like son is like father in many ways. I also see the foot has a fit when you don't have his way. Your son does that.
Oh, yeah.
Your man does that. Your grandson does that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it just looks like he does that too. But you know that he's all the children. He loves kids. There's no doubt about it. You know, he loves being around them. And those are the only ones. There's cousins, there's friends and family that are all around, and he just wants you guys to know that he's around, that he's doing this. He's gonna miss you so much. Mom, you're always beautiful. And for some reason, I feel like while you were getting ready, I feel like you're getting all special and direction. Girl, you look gorgeous with or without makeup. Just want to let you know, and he just wants to let you know that you're always beautiful. It's underlined. And he says, just hug him. So that's another thing that I have. I believe that your son, grandson, his son, he might, when he sleeps, I kind of feel like he might sleep in this position like he's holding something or he has gotten held. So I want to confirm that he's with his son while this is happening. And I would know those things without him. I wish I knew the numbers. It doesn't work that way, and I feel like I would be an awful person if I asked them to give them. So no, I've never asked. I think it's a moral thing. It's cheating. You know what I mean? But I don't know if they would get it. But I would be like, well, yeah, put them there for me. But it's like we're seeing in their eyes. It's very hard to explain. I can share one when I'm connected to them. I also saw a bunny. I put this all the way at the bottom. I don't have no idea what that would be. It did not go with the rest of the flow of things, but it sounds like you know what that is.
Jason just started 4-H and he got to buy him a bunny in December to raise for his 4-H club.
I love it. But you know what? I see that this is really going to make differences. I think that he loves being around animals just like his dad did. be a twine on you, because I've also seen this happens when I know that I saw, antlers with your dad, like being a hunter. I'm also seeing that going on over on this side, so have they been talking about, when he gets older, that they're gonna take him on a man's trip?
Him and Ruben are discussing, his papa are discussing, going bow hunting.
Okay, I just saw it, and the reason my boys are very country boys, and it's a man's trip, I don't know if blood will be put on here, but your son said, we're gonna go the whole time.
Oh, God.
Does anybody mind if I put on this air?
Okay.
I get hot energy. So, those are the things, and he did, before I send you your paper, this was very interesting. He told me that he talks to you hand in hand, and the vision of and I know that's the, isn't the Fred Hartman Bridge that's over by Baytown?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that you take little walks around there. Have you been anywhere by a bridge?
Yeah, I would buy the bread on, but I can go out my property and look at it.
Okay, so then, when do you take walks?
You know what you might be talking about, when Ruben went out there and stood on the property and took a picture of the sun going down over the Fred Hartman Bridge and completely went behind the bridge. But it wasn't me, it was Ruben and Jason.
No, this is you. He says that he's talking to you, hand in hand. And so my thing is you go out and walk in the area that you are, because if you can step outside and see the Hartman Bridge, that doesn't mean you gotta be by the Hartman Bridge.
Yeah,
But if you
I
notice, I'm very
adamant.
adamant. He tells me he's walking hand in hand with you, girl. So you're gonna have to realize wherever it is and wherever you're walking, might be the garbage place. If you can see the fucking bridge, he's holding your hand over there to make sure that you're okay. And it's not Dad, it's not anyone else. He said it's you.
Yeah, well, I walk like dogs.
So I had to get in there. I love how it walks in, but I love that they said that all you have to do is look out your window. I just thought that you're walking, and this is the vision that I see. It's not about a sunset, it's about him hand in hand with you. So I know that while you're walking, not to mention with his dog, you probably are thinking, wondering, reminiscing, and that's what he wants you to know. He's right beside you, holding your hand. Okay? It was so subtle that you didn't realize that. Okay. Now, with the same energy, I love you so much. First thing you told me to, okay? So don't ever have to worry. I know that even those brother and sister that I felt that you were picking on each other and everything, I also see the, I see it, girl, and he says that's what he loves about you, okay? So these are the things you stood around. That means that you're going to be able to share that with the ones that you're raising, your children, his son. That's the best thing in life. So I do know that you are a strong woman. I know that you are a woman that goes for what she believes in, regardless of what anyone else is sharing, because this is what he tells me. I don't know you personally, but I do this way. Another thing is there's stuff that you are wondering on whether or not you're doing right, or if this is, he loves everything that you're doing, right down to the discipline. So now you're questioning it. So just know that if he was right there, and he is, there's something about a rug that catches everything. So maybe a shag rug, or the color of it. It just looks like because I feel you're a neat person, and you don't like things out of its direction in some way. So are you a little bit OCD?
A little bit. With the kids, I'm constantly running behind them, yelling at them.
I know, I have two boys.
Kicking their stuff
Same
over.
thing with this rug with everything on it. So I feel like it might be a catch-all, or
My table, my dining table, because when you first come to my house, that's where everybody throws everything.
it's throw a rug under it?
No,
What I wanna feel like is I go with a smaller rug, when I go to the bathroom or a side rug by the bed. Matching. Be a darker color.
my bathroom rug is black, in front of my shower.
That's it, thank you. And I just know that you're always grooming it. It's with you, cause there's that ass. I'm seeing it without it, and I'm seeing that you do wear little nightie or something, or a long shirt, t-shirt, I wear.
Actually, I have one of his t-shirts, it's a solid white, just big.
And does it go to almost like right here? or something? And I don't feel like at this particular time you've gotten to the sweatpants, I think it's undies. Cause it's just the look, you must have just came out, but he just loves, I just wanna let you know, he finds you very attractive regardless of what happened. I do think that you guys had some harsh words in between, or sometimes it didn't work out, and he's letting you know that all this stuff is wiped out, that there still is love, and you always do that, so you gotta let it go. He said he was walking. Now, this was very interesting. I got a vision of a little girl and a smaller boy. I saw like a white sweatshirt, but I saw like a pink bow on the side of her hair, or the side of the head. And I know that people are preparing for the holidays, so I do believe that you're already getting started with that, with the little ones. I have not. Obviously, you're picking a tree outside that's abundantly in my house. I mean, my whole house is the signs right here. Anyway, he said he was walking, and it was circles, so I know that this was a big thing. I don't feel like it's just one person. I feel like it's a crowd of people, and I just want to let you know that he was with them. So have you did any like walks?
We just did the walk to school event, and my daughter, she actually had on a white sweater, it was white.
Did you have a phone with her too?
A phone? No, we had my phone.
Did you have any interruption going on the phone, like it wasn't turning on or something?
On my video, when I was videoing, because we all met up at one place from our school, and we walked to school. We met up early in the morning, and when I was
There's somebody else too that's with her. I just saw it. I feel it pink.
Yeah.
Okay. And she has a hood on too, because I'm not seeing hair, so I couldn't say it's just she because I was choosing a girl because it's pink. I just want to, and he's walking with them, and there's something to do with the phone. I just felt like she was with it, or maybe she had been with your phone. Does she play games on her phone?
Sometimes she does, but that morning I actually had my phone because I was recording the whole walk and looked through the recording.
Surprised that you see the went dark and then came back light again with a shadow. It happens, and he's sharing that with me. What's interesting is that I feel like as you're walking, I feel like I'm gonna go to the left, maybe to the left or something. So is that going up to the school?
Yeah,
Is it school
when
going to the
we
left?
came from, we walked straight down this street, and then we go to the left, and then the school's right there on the right.
I'm just letting you know that that's how he's showing me that he was walking with you. I wasn't there. And I know that you shared that you put it up on Facebook, and anything comes up that has Facebook, probably because it was important to you, but I'm pretty sure that there's a lot more stuff in here that wasn't on Facebook that you have that intertwines with that. And I do see him walking and taking a sharp left and going, and he was with them. And I do see that there's, we don't pay attention to those little things. Just like I bet you weren't thinking, your eyes have been blinking this whole time. How many times did you blink? Do I do it every second? Do I do it? No, because our body does it automatically, and that's the same thing. So we don't realize these little glitches are I'm here, I'm around. Lights going out in your house. things
Well,
being
my
moved,
kid-
he finds that hilarious, you know, that's that, picking on you.
Yeah.
He likes to move things, and you picking on me, oh, touch it, and he's just hilarious. Because when he laughs, his laugh is just like, this is a. So I wanted to let you know that you're not going crazy, you're just being it, and these are just things that you get. He said that you should have sent the other photo with you both in them together.
Oh my God.
He said, I kind of feel like you had short hair,
Oh my God.
but he, so I think that you were thinking about it, but he did say, I would like that one.
See, the picture that I sent, I was gonna send, there's one that we took right at that same night, of me and him, and my hair was really short, like it was shaved at the time.
Well, all I know is he said you didn't send the other one. Now, that's another thing. How can I tell what your decisions are? I can't, because they're there. They're the ones that can hear you, they're the ones that are around you. He said he sees, several tattoos. I saw several tattoos, but you're planning on adding another one? Or adding two? Something that you got? I just feel like there is something new. And I can see that you have tattoos, but I feel like you're gonna be adding to this, or an addition to. So I don't know if you're thinking about it or putting color or whatever. I just feel like it's making it newer. So those are some of the things you've been thinking about it.
I actually have, I just haven't decided what I want. So I've really been struggling with that.
And you know, it's very interesting because the thing that I see, it seems like it's an abstract, like it has a flow. So I don't know if you were thinking of some words, kind of like in a script or something, or if it's an intertwined scroll with two hearts together. I don't know. It looks like it's a connection with those scrolls with the little wrap around kind of things. I don't know, but that was the vision that I received. I also got perfect, your mom. He wants to let you know, I also saw green in May on Mother's Day. So there was a woman that stepped in, I don't know if you know someone, or on Mother's Day, that you're feeling low. It's stepping in. Does this make sense to you?
My grandmother passed away, and on Mother's Day, Mother's Day when we went to visit her grave.
And he was with you.
No, he wasn't with me.
Well, this vision feels like being and consoling you. And I love my grandma too. So I feel like there was this very closeness that you had. But there's also some grandmas that aren't in the picture. Look at how lucky you are. I'm one of those lucky ones. You're lucky. But we don't always get lucky to have a grandparent to be sharing the children's day by day. So he just shared that he was hanging that around. Also, he says, I love you so much. And all of these putting together, I also feel like you may be going a different direction. I feel like this is one of those things that I feel like you're contemplating. I don't know if you're going to step up in your job or if you're having to move for that job. But whatever happens, I do believe that this is good for you on a level of pay. I feel like it also will give you maybe a different title. I'm not sure, but I do see more pay. And in that also comes with the house. I don't know why. Have you been looking at a house?
No, but my dad has been mad lately, and I was threatening to move out.
Well,
It can happen, and it's interesting, but I see it happening when this addition money comes your way. So I don't know what you do for a living, or if it's something that you're deciding to do something different. I'm finding this to be kind of scary. I feel like this could be scary to you. Different. So that's what I'm thinking. It's a different position, a different home, and that this is going to be very good for you. So you're going to be able to maintain that. So it's the way that he is. And it comes around. And notice that I said that I feel like this is to come. But don't think that you have, oh, I don't think he's ready. I think that you double question yourself, and I think that you don't take those leaps right away because it has to do with your family, and that's understandable. But you've got one over here that's part of your family. giving you that nudge, that kick in that ass, to let you know not to be scared that this is your direction. Because typically it's going to be an opportunity that is going to make you scared, but it's going to be so good for your family. Okay? You're still going to be a part of the family. It's not like it's going to be that far away, but I do feel like it's a whole different neighborhood. Okay? And it's a littler home. That's my house right now. It's pretty big. It's a littler home. So, just to give you, no, here you go. I'm going to pick out another. What do we got here? Joan. Look at, see, I didn't even know the pictures, and it's the same family. I'm sorry, guys. It's just how it goes. I want to be fair, but
I like to hear what you said.
isn't it?
I find it very interesting.
Thank you, because it's beautiful. Joan, this man looks just like his grandson. I don't know why it just looks like there's a connection to, does he have a child? So is he around to where he's looking like his dad? Because he said that he looks, and I put grandson, so I was just looking at his family line progress since he's crossed over. The picture that he sent me. So, and is this a hubby or a brother? So we have, you got a son? Does he got a son? And is he looking like his grandpa? It just looks like their faces look similar, the actions look similar. He just said looking like him. So you know how you can wake up the next day and it seems like your child just, the facial features change, and that toddler's gone now, or that baby look is gone. I feel like there's going to be some characteristics of grandpa. So I feel like there was an incline of him being involved with the family and letting you know these are going to be coming in. I know you're looking at me like it's crazy, but I just want to let you know he is hanging out with this grandson, and I feel like the stuff that he does will be coming out like him.
His son that's passed over is hanging out with his son there. Is that what you were?
Well, his son is, okay, but the family line where there's another boy that's been born, a grandson.
Hello. The place makes a large family.
So that's what I'm going, he said his grandson, not his son, his grandson looking just like him.
Maybe Clayton had one.
So this would be, to how many sons does he have?
2.
And one is over on the other side? And the one that's on the other side, did he have a son?
He did one, remember?
I'm trying to get to it, I'm not going any further, that's the direction we're headed. So it's interesting that you guys hadn't, so that means that he's not around in all the time, but yet the family is so tight. So there's one that he's bringing up to let you know, he's looking like him. He's doing things like him, like your husband, very sweet guy. I found a very sweet guy. Did he smoke? I smelled smoke when I came around him, and I'm smelling it again. So those are some of those features. And another part that I love is that heaven, you notice that we've used the word fuck, because it doesn't mean anything. And also, they smoke. They get to drink. They get to have those. Your dad likes to have a little bit every once in a while. So these are those things. So does yours. You know, he likes to pull his fizzes. So did you ever do, like, energy drinks or anything?
He's drinking a lot of Budweiser.
Okay, I just heard the fizz, so I was like, you break them down like energy drinks?
Yeah.
My boys, when they open it up, it's down really quick. So this is what he's sharing with you. No wonder he's bringing up one. Because here we are talking about this whole family, and I know your sisters, and I've talked to all kinds of family friends, but here is, and I can't tell you about a grandson that we had to talk to remind you that his son had a son. So this is very interesting. He hangs out. I want to let you know that there's another doppelganger. I wouldn't be surprised that he looks just like your husband. Happens. And this was very interesting because I want everybody else to see this picture. And I do find your husband in the country, uh, 70 type of music. And this is him. And I wrote it down. He reminded me of Glenn Campbell. He reminded me of Glenn Campbell. I was like, Glenn Campbell! So I went back in those days too. So the first thing I put, and I just wondered, did he serve?
Oh, sir. I thought you said sir.
No, sirs,
Sir.
because I felt that he had a connection, and my son is also in the military. And I
was a Marine.
thank you. I also felt that there was something that was going on because I want you all to see my handwriting, and some of you have already had readings with me. You have these, you know my handwriting. This handwriting's not mine, and I believe that it's your husband's. Did he write very small? Would his writing go really small and longer letters? Because as I was going, they were writing so it was going the opposite direction. So I had to indicate that that's not me. So I was hoping that you might have recognized this, the smaller print, the blocker letters. At that time, I just wanted to let you know that he was sharing himself. Another thing that I felt is that there might have been a little bit of uncontrollableness with my hand. So in this area, so I don't know if he might have had trouble with his nerves, or if there had been with the holding the hand, or just being nervous of talking, because that's what I felt was this nervousness, and it went very tiny when he was talking to me. I also feel like if he was here, he would be confused if he didn't come to such an event. Oh, gosh, it. There you go, Heather. There's somebody there kicking the table. You're gonna go get me some cigarettes. So he wants you to know that his dad is with him. And also, I'm supposed to tell you that his mom came back. So this is very interesting. Whether or not she is here. That's nice. I love it. It's just interesting. She just came back, and so there's these things that let you know that they're around, that you're not by yourself, and that those moments that you make those prayers, they're being heard. I'm not there, and these little pieces of paper let you know pieces of them. You know, and that's what I love, and you'll be getting your paper too. I also want to let you know that I got that he's a countryman. I did smell smoke. He wants to let everyone know that he's around. And this is interesting because I have it underlined. He says that he knocks on things. So I won't be surprised that you might be in a house or people might hear a little in different places of the house. Pay attention to it. Just feels like him walking by and just letting you know that he's around. I feel like he would walk around anyways just to make sure that the house was secure in the evening. I think he was a ritual guy. When I say that, I think he did the same thing every day. Might have the same drink, or stick with certain the same kind of flip flops of what he would eat, but they were pretty much similarity. I also feel like he was a creature of habit in the evening. For some reason, I feel like he roams. So I don't know if he would get up to go and have something in the kitchen or what, but I just feel like he would roam, and he still does, you know. And I do see animals in the house, so it's not the only ones. Did you have a few of them at your house? Or maybe spiritually they would still be there, so then that's how I'm looking at it. In particular, was there ever a cat?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, terrified of.
That's interesting that I'm seeing. What about one, has there ever been one that had come around as a stray or had been caught in a trap or with something or maybe even putting out poisoning? It's something to do with it. And it's interesting that you don't like cats, but I'm seeing this cat. Let me tell you, the multicolor one is outside. Do you have a yard that has a few mature trees when you first step out? It might have a light. Do you have a light outside.
Yeah, we do.
And when the light would come on, would one tree in particular be enhanced or lightened? I'm seeing this one tree, and I just feel like this cat would be, so, did you guys have sprays?
No.
Okay. Might be
If
before that.
anybody that knows me, if there's a stray around, they come get up and get rid of it.
There's a cat, our neighbor's cat.
Okay, that's what I just said. I
Yeah,
said you guys
okay,
saw
so-
traps out, or,
In other words, he's at your
there, she
house,
answered it.
he's at your house watching a trap out.
I said that, I was like, maybe a trap or
Person
something.
just set a trap out for that dang cat running around. But at your house, not with y'all's house, your house.
Yeah, we just said that 2 days ago. I'm not following that.
That's okay, it's okay,
He's
it's
trying to go from their house together, not hers.
That's right, I got you, it's the now, it's letting you know that I'm with you now.
Yeah, the trap's still sitting out there.
I love it. And it just looked like it was multicolored one, so I don't know, it's just the one that you might get or the one that is being sought after, but thank you, that's why I was like, trap or, it just felt like you're getting rid of it.
Oh,
So if he said that he's around, so look at how he is letting you know, and he's been gone way more than since just a few days ago, so he just wants you to know that he's around, I'm so glad you got that. I love it
I
when
got
Henry's
it, she said
around.
trap, I went,
He said, that by knocking, he laughs because he wants to he knocks things off, so don't be surprised that, things that fall down. I think that you might think that you didn't put it up on the counter fast, or I know that the same thing happens. He says we all can. That's very interesting. He said we all can, and they're underlined. So he's hanging out with everybody that's up there, and your family does have quite a few to hang out with. I'm hearing the outdoor activities, I'm hearing the, playing the games, I'm hearing the music. I can see lots of smoke, so it's not just him that smokes there, but they're all hanging out when you know if they're around. Now, another thing that he wants you to know is that he's assisting in, he's going up and down your legs, honey. And so I feel like you might be having some issues, maybe even some circulation areas, just, because he's going up and down, so I want to know that, let you know that he's helping you with aiding you with that. And what's interesting is I feel like the back of the knee, could be a spot that might be an area that is your focus point. And he's also telling me that I feel like you're not getting enough sleep. I don't feel like you're getting the adequate amount, whether it's just a little bit here, then you're up, and then you get, I don't feel like it's a straight 8 hours rest that you're getting, you're erratic. So he's trying to help that. And if you feel like half of the rest that you're getting is in a chair or your favorite place, it doesn't always get to the bedroom. So and I feel like he would do that with you when you were here, when he was around, like wake you up to bring you back, because he's running around at night. So these are the areas of letting you know that he hasn't left you, he loves you so much, and that he's hearing you, paying attention to you, and once of all, learn from his mistakes. That's exactly what he just told me. He says that you deserve an apology. Well, you know that. Whether you think so, he just wants me to tell you. He's apologizing. You deserve more from him.
Then I had more.
That's exactly. So he's trying to make it up by being around you. And when those little moments come that is so profound, they first gotta let you know that it's them. Because you could hear all these words all along, and you walk out here and go, that's it. But you had to hear things no one else would know for him to come in, so you knew that it was genuine. So that what he didn't do there, he's going to try to do for you here. Okay? And you need to go to the dentist, he said.
And she does.
I know that, see?
other bullshit that he did. And please know, I'm not speaking for anyone, I'm just telling you what he said. So he has grown. And now this is his way of being able to make it up. Okay?
And he's been wrong.
Here's your paper. Okay. Haley, the one in the bathroom. Oh my God, your dad says that's just you to be late. Sorry, just grab the next page and go here. Let me take a drink here. This is hilarious. He's a funny guy.
Told you did.
We were trying to figure it. Of course, Rhoda's like, what is that? I love her so much. We were getting ready. Your dad had me pick yours up next.
Did you hear what you said?
He said it would be you to be late. No offense. You know it isn't, but they know it's the best. I got purple around him and I also got red. So purple to me is February and red is January and July, but I chose January. So I felt like these are our particular months. Could they be birthdays or goalies?
January is his birthday.
Okay.
February.
I heard a name. Okay, all right. When I started with him, I saw trouble. And you know, I feel like he sensed it, like his spidey senses were up. I don't feel like there's more. I feel like there's more than one person. I don't feel like there's just one. I feel like there's possibly three. I think I hear a female voice. So I'm not here to solve nothing. I am only going to share with you what I get. That's what I do on missing persons and death things. I wouldn't bring such gruesome to you to have you, but this is the first thing you want to share, so it's got to be an issue. It's got to be solved, or it may even be to take the load off of your shoulders, so he lets you know that I've got this. I'll take care of this, and it may be to also put the rest of your wonder who, why. It's also I see it being not completely dark, but kind of like on the dust side, outside. And I feel like there is equipment. I feel like I have equipment around, so I don't know if this might be a building site or mounds of things. So, with the rocks, or could there be mounds of dirt? And does the ranch have an overhead light too? That it just kind of seems to come on when it's dark. I feel like it's an automatic light somehow. So maybe on a telephone pole or up really high. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Those can come out with others. And the next thing that I feel like there's a female voice that's in here. Does he have anybody that works for him? Or as or a partner? It's okay, because I'm just trying to go in, and these are things that you can ask your family. Hope you're recording all of this, because these will be areas. And I don't feel like there's been any justice yet on this. Can you confirm that? Okay. And you have your perceptions of what could have and what would have, because I feel like it was driven by vindictiveness, hate, and a value of something, whether it's money or something. I just feel like these three things was what drove this. And when I did, I feel like I got. I feel like it's point blank. So I feel like a person came straight up to point blank. So I don't feel like there's too much of a distance when this occurred. I feel like the person came straight up, and it was a very slow light. It was already premeditated. That's exactly what I get. I feel like the person waited feel like your dad was a creature of coming out at the same time. Very easy if anybody wanted because he always did the same thing, I feel. And he also had some kind of cup that he would carry with him all the time. Is that a cup of coffee or a tumbler or something? But it's a cup with him all the time. So he would have to sit. Okay, I just saw this cup with him all the time, and it looks silver with a black top on top of it, so and it's small. So it's about like this, and it looks like it's round. Tumbler, that's what I feel like it is. His spidey senses, because one of the things that I noticed that he's a man of the wild. That's what I got. I think that he would be a man that will tell you how to do something, how to survive. He taught you how to protect yourself and how to. He falls, you know. I feel like he just said, just go for it when you're younger. I just do. I feel like that was the first one that told you to do it. You're right here. This is nice and solid. I feel like he gave you the directions when you were younger. He says that he loves you so much. And then I saw pieces of him everywhere. Not in the sense of, but I do know that that was not a pretty sight. Was he creamy?
No, but we did, I didn't find it. My mom, my brother,
I had it in parentheses. When I had things in parentheses, they're visions of me, where they show me things. And then I had put on the area that I had said, pieces of him, and then I also see organs. So was he an organ donor? Okay, so who is? Have you decided to be an organ donor? Okay, I just saw it's right afterwards, and I wrote it down, and I feel like this has been probably because of the results of these tragedies and how you can help others and how it's put around. And I think that he would have liked to. I think you're talking about it too, wanting to be fabulous. He should have done that too, you know, because he could have helped. I also saw Hunter. I'm a survivalist. When I say survivalist, because I feel like he would not just go out there and shoot. I think that he would be able to track and know what kind of foods things that you can eat or you can't eat. That's why I called it a survivalist. I also saw fast cars, and I saw flying, but like you did, like jumping out of an airplane or skydiving, or those little machines that you can go up there where you can fly. You know, I want to do that, but I'm either going to go way up there, or I can't get off the ground. I'm not sure which will be my experience, but I fear it's going to be one of the two. But I just saw him flying, so I think. And what about you? Have you done any flying recently? Maybe not jumping out of an airplane, but going on an airplane or taking a trip? Have you just come back from a trip too? Okay. Because, you know, this is the thing that I got written down that's so important. Because he said, it's important for you to live each day to the fullest, sweetheart. And he has that underlined, because I think that you've been also trying to do that, you know, because it's the split of a second. And that's what we all have in common, is early departure. Whatever it may be, and we realize how quickly it goes by. So those moments, and that's why I did this. I was like, I even have my son up here. I feel like I should be on the Cribs on MTV. I don't even know if they have MTV anymore, but you guys are young.
Well, actually, it just started up a new Cribs on MTV.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, a new one, all new.
It's so I didn't even know they still fit. What the thing of it is that it's continuing. And he's letting you know that he approves all. So you must be wondering, how is he proud of me? wants you to know who he is. Now, do you have children too? Is there two? I just saw two. You got one of each? Or two boys? Okay, I just saw two boys. So is one of them, are they drastically two different guys? Is one more of the intellectual and the other one is, got dirty. I just feel like there's a difference. My boys were the same way too. So these are some things that he's hanging around and sharing with you. I just saw Spider-Man. I know that is so cliche because, you know, little kids. And we did just have Halloween. But I also see like an Ariel or a princess of some kind. I have two boys, so I'm not quite sure which one of those are. But I'm seeing turquoise. So I'm just thinking it's a why is there around? Was there a girl with your boys for Halloween? Are your boys young enough for Halloween?
Yeah,
You look like a baby.
was Spider-Man and went trick-or-treating with this little girl.
I just see turquoise, like light, like a light turquoise, and Ariel's the first thing that came to my mind for some reason. I don't know names, but I don't know if it is, but I just saw that it has sort of the puffiness of the, and I kind of think it might be like a very pale pink, on the sleeves. But I just see that they're together and he's hanging out. Your dad absolutely. Is one of your sons named after your dad or have his name in the middle? I just see that there's a big connection with them around. And them, honey. I want to let you know it's like at night, it feels like he's the teddy bear. He's hanging them out. And so I don't know how young they are, but it's kind of like I'm protecting from big bad wolves and open up there's nobody in there. He hears them and lets them know that he's there and to their protector. They see, I promise you, they see those little children, our babies, when they're looking in the side, that's mama and grandpa, whoever is it, they're always seeing it. Those are not coincidences, they're not. But I do see him consoling him, and does your son have this special blanket or something very soft that he carries with him? Because I feel like it's a security. And his grandfather is with them all the time. Because, you know, another thing that he's learned is that I feel like your dad would have been back in the day, kind of, oh, just suck it up, just keep on going kind of thing. But he realized that, you know, you can have emotions, and he really absolutely adores your boys. But do you have a sister? No. Okay. Do you have a friend that's like a sister to you that he also knew? He's bringing her up. Apparently, she really helped you during this time of, and wants to say thank you to her. That's what I want to say. We'll get to your brother, but he just wants her to know. I feel like she really helped you through during these moments of, and that's pretty crazy to hear such things to happen. Your brother, he still flashbacks. Your mom flashbacks. You know, for some reason, I feel like he felt like he should have came earlier, or if he would have made a phone call or something. I feel like your brother feels like if he would have changed his events that evening, that this might have been different. And he needs to know that anything that he would have done, none of that would have changed. I hate to say that. I wish we could say we could change, but only God does. So please let your brother know that there wasn't anything he could have done, but somehow I feel like he feels like a burden of that. Your mother. Okay. Has she moved yet? She's been talking about it, right? letting her know it's okay to let go of that. But it's because I see that recurrence of all those memories. And he's with her no matter what. He's with you no matter what. So you don't have to hold really dearly to all of these. These are things that we need as to give it substance. But when you hear these pages and knowing that there's no way I would know this, did you put that stuff on Facebook? Okay, I like to state those things because they're relevant. You don't know me, I don't need that, but I just want to let there are special things that come out because I want you to know. And you're his baby girl. I want you to know that he's hanging around. Talk about cutting your hair. Okay, I don't, if you guys follow me, it's only about Facebook, only about my work. I don't put my personal, like there's a reason that I don't want to be killed either. I had a weapon pulled on me in September, but, and I carry too, I've always carried, but it's those things that he wants you to know. And you got yours? You're a licensed carrier? Get it. Your dad said, get that shit. And you know what? Have you went looking at the weapons yet? Does it have like a lighter handle to it? Or was there one that you were looking at that kind of had like maybe a pearl handle or a small handle? Okay, no problem. Okay, you gotta get familiar with it. It's so important to get familiar with it. In the dark, you'll be familiar. I'll tell you that story after the show because I'm so glad I had mine several times. He's the same way. Remember, I told you it's all about preparing. He said he's so very proud of you. It's important to live every life to the fullest. Always be true to you. The rest will follow. So that tells me that there's some things that maybe you do for others because you are so giving. And then right now you might be in that situation where it might be putting a strain on you or you might not have enough time, but yet because you're so sweet, you don't know how to say no. And these are looking at this woman, she knows it because seeing that that's happening, and Dad's saying the same thing. He's saying that as long as you're a good person, as long as you're doing the right thing, taking care of your boys, and you got extra. So I get off of you, girl. You're doing everything fantastic, and it's about knowing that the rest, you don't have to worry, it's all going to follow through, and it's going to happen. I see red around your son. Red is January or July. I first do that, or could it be his favorite color? And I'm going to go with the youngest one in particular. He's your Hellraiser, right? I'm just saying, it will be interesting. What was he wearing today? Is he wearing red? That's okay. When you go home, you let me know. Because I always it's very interesting. You guys have readings with me where it's something that's right now. And I just saw it, so I want to let you know it might be something that your son had grabbed, or when you get home, find out. I just saw the color red with him, and him hanging out. So, and is there one that also hurts himself, or something to do with? No, I think it might be the left side, maybe below the knee.
Hurt his toe, yes.
Okay, was that the youngest one that we were just talking about? Yeah, because I love that they link together. And this makes you feel so much more comfortable too. Because your father would not have believed in this, which was another reason why he told you he was coming. And I like that I can have that conversation because I am so honored that he even talked to me. And he just wants you to know that he's still okay. He's taken care of. I feel like, remember those 3 that we had over here? I know that he knows one of them. I want to let you know that he knows one of them. And I feel like the one that he knows is the one that hasn't been caught. Or the one that's still out. The one that you still don't have the direction to it. And it's interesting that this man shows me a mustache. So I don't know if this particular person that might have worked with him, it's not as thick as Burt Reynolds or Tom Selleck, but it's as full, but doesn't come so protrude off of the face as much. I'm trying to explain it, and it looks brown. And this person smells like oil. I don't know, so maybe a mechanic or something that has to do with working on machines, or even working. There's oil fields out there, but I do smell. To me, it smells more like a motor oil. So that's why I'm going to get the direction. And I do see the fingernails that seem to have. And they didn't find the weapon today.
Somebody says that, so yeah.
I get that. So, and I'm glad that.
They think there's
That's
more.
part of what I
They
get
think
there.
there's more involved.
He
so-
said that you knew that there was. I do feel like there's a female involved. I feel like there's two other guys. So the other guy must have a mustache too. And that must be, and the one that's in doesn't have too much of a tie to your dad, right? Uh-huh. So there's going to be another one that was working longer for your dad because he has more of a personal time with him longer. And this is very interesting. I feel like the one that is on the run, the one that got the gun, I don't feel like they got the right gun. I don't feel like they got the weapon. Somehow I don't feel like the weapon is.
that worked for your dad before you moved there?
There's
Question.
I feel like he's got thinning hair. I don't feel like the hair. I feel like the hair is thinning. I think he's kind of on the larger side. The first thing that comes to my mind, but not as large, kind of reminds me of Boss Hogg from the Dukes of Hazzard. I'm looking at our older folks. Round face, has age to him, I feel like this person is folding under, probably with money or contracts or whatever, and that was the butt of this. They definitely, he wants you to know, since this is the next thing you do, always be true. He said, you're a beautiful, wonderful mother. I watch and help always. And this is the very first thing he said, no pain. You must be wondering how much longer, how did he have that first one. And I can tell you that the person that he met over there was two. It is an uncle on his dad's side that was over on the other side when he first crossed over. That was the first time they seen him. And then I feel like there's a grandfather that might be on his mom's side that was also there. And I smelled him smoking too. So these are some areas to let you know who met him in heaven the moment that he crossed over. And he's got several animals with him too. So he grew up with fur babies, or I feel like they were outdoors. They're all over there. So he just wants you to know that he loves you. Everything's good. Your page. Down there, this one's not too much. Because Gabby, you know that he doesn't write much. Yours is smaller, but it's because he's going to come out with a bang. That's the kind of guy he is. He's very, very much a demanding of presence. You don't have to, it's just, you'll know that he walks in kind of like your son and your man. I wrote down my love, and he said he likes likes this picture. So, the picture that you sent me, you gave me two. I'm going to let you know the one he chose. Just so that way you know. He has a guy. He chose this one. Not him alone. He always wants to remember us together. Okay? And another thing is you are just as beautiful as you was this day as you are this day. So right now he wants to let you know today is about you, Gabby, reminding you of the person that you are, what a wonderful and asset of a beautiful beauty, and that it is time for you to also, when you're ready, you need to know that you are going to be desirable to others. So when you're ready, you must be in there and give them a promise bond, or when I'm ready, it's not going to be. I feel like there's already a couple that are already suitors. That when you're ready, that you could start in baby steps. I know that you won't go off on the thing, but I'm seeing baby steps. And he wants you to know that because you deserve that. It's about picking you up. You deserve to know how beautiful you are. Not just being alone. What a wonderful mom you're doing. You're a sexy lady. And that, that our loved ones want us to love. And I know there's one that had 3 husbands. All 3 of them were waiting for her. They're not sitting there saying, oh, I get it first, I get it first. So I just kind of want you to love is love. And I think you were wondering about that. What if I do this? Who am I going to go and see when I do cross over? Who do I lay next to? I want you to know that you'll always be there. And I feel like you're coming to the moment of healing where that next step, and you start to think about it, and then you scold yourself for thinking about it, but he wants you to know it's okay. He wants you to love. He wants you to be okay. And one of those things that I am also seeing is getting you out of the house. I feel like I know that we were on sabbatical and everybody was on lockdown, but I also think that you become more familiar of staying in. He wants you to want to have the next day to get out. So you might be in a depression state like that. That's it, and that's what, so know that he knows. And the judgment is, there's no doubt that, 3 months from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, 20. No one can put a time frame. But he needs you to know that what you've got to value, you've got to want, you've got all these others that love you. And I know that sometimes it just feels like it might be easier just to be there. But I want you to know that he's going to be here. Behind you. Keep it out there. Take some walks. And I'm so glad you came out here. That's telling me besides you having to go get groceries or do the things for the children, you're not getting out and doing things for Gabby. And that's a hard thing because I do the same thing. I'm sitting there, I'm surrounded by 7 miles worth of woods. But I made a mistake by saying where I live off the road. I live off of Hillbilly Heaven Road. It's the only one in the whole United States. So I didn't take that video off. You put it in there. Oh, there's Katrina. No, you think there might have been at least 2 or 3 of them, right? No, there's one. Literally. And I'm going, oh my God. So I understand. I just feel like right now that you are in a depressed state. I feel like there's some things that feels like it's daunting. Maybe tomorrow, what rainbow is worth it? Like you do this for your children. I know that you do this. But today it's about letting you know to do it because God deserves it. He wants you to know that he wants you to feel that. He wants you to feel life again. Feel love. So that was the whole thing that he was. Now, I got some, I can't read them so old. I love you so much. Our babies look at you and you're doing a terrific. And this is interesting. He said daddy boots. So, and I know that, when our little girls, or even my son did, he put on, yours did too, because he just told me, when they were little, put on your little sandals, scooting across and everything, Daniel man done told me, he's worn them before. He tells me that, so I feel like
my daughter I had saw a picture of my little girl when she was smaller in her daddy's boots. That was the other day. That was like my favorite picture.
I love it. He brought it up. He just wants you to know that it still is. But he's doing fantastic, honey. He's still lighting up the great herb. I I just want to let you know, I'm going to be hanging out with them for a little bit after the show. I believe in Kansas. The man's going to be there too. Your son. Pretty much all of them. Your dad said he's going to give it a try. Yours says that he has. So, today wasn't about trying to tell you how good he's doing, how much he loves you. He's telling you how much to love you. Put that inside you. And, I also see, and I feel like when you would go through, panic attacks. I feel like since you've been little, you'd have little minor panic attacks. And during this, I'm also seeing the stroking of the hair and going down to the shoulders, right about here. And so I feel like you've been having a few of these because I feel like it's consoling time. You have a grandmother that's on the other side too. She just stepped in. We haven't talked about her, have we?
No, I'm thinking a lot about her.
No wonder she's stepping in too, because that's a feisty old lady. That's all that I can say.
I know which one it is.
And she's a smaller stature. I just want to let you know that she comes to about right here to me, while she's right here with me. So I just want to let you know that she's a little smaller. And she smells really good, so I feel like she would always wear her perfume. Or, no, she said, no, baby, that's my powder. She said it's her powder. So she used powder all over her body. I thought it was perfume. She just said, no, baby, that's my powder. So, and that's how she talks. She's so sweet. And they're hanging out together. I just want to let you, you know what? She dances.
She's having a ball. She's like to dance.
She's doing that too. So I also feel like some of those things, but she might have had trouble with her legs towards the end. So these are some of the things that she's letting you know that these don't hurt her. It's putting you back into the string of things. No wonder grandma's coming in. To have a bar, you know that she's a feisty lady. You just gotta be, because you gotta tell them to go home. You gotta kick their asses. So she's a spunky woman.
Yeah.
Goes for it, and that's what she's expressing. She's also telling you that. So whatever these things that you've been thinking about doing, go outside your comfort zone. Remember, one of the things that you're learning from her father, this young man, and your own little like this instinct. We think. I always wonder, am I going to go tomorrow? We don't know. I don't want to know. I'm not afraid, but I'm worried about the people that I leave behind, and they do too. They want to take that away from you. Want to take that worry, because how would I know any of these things without having been there? Thank you. Oh no, they're yawning. Yeah, I got more water, so you girls just say. So today is about stepping out, and I'm seeing that you need to write down your feelings. I feel like to acknowledge them. Okay? You don't give yourself opportunity to acknowledge that this feeling is okay. To hate him is okay. God. Anybody who's involved. It's true. It's okay. You don't think I didn't hate and was yelling at our God? I feel like I'm doing his work. And I ran out of my home of 21 years. Everything that's in it, I couldn't have. I was angry as hell. But something out of something very ugly came. I'm loving being out in the country. My son is thriving. I've never guessed, but I went kicking and screaming. I went screaming and crying. The moment I saw Hillbilly Heaven Road, I was like, I was crying. I'm sorry. I was like, I'm from New York. It was devastating to me. But 3 months of that was going from hotel to hotel. I'm trying to figure out, I got bed bugs and bits all over me. I had to have my cats. I was carrying a gun everywhere we went. I was going to black neighborhoods just so I knew that the Mexican cartel wasn't after me. Because usually they stay out of that. That's what I was looking. So my son is worried about walking down the street. It was very scary, unknown. you out, get you scared. But it's time to take the foot forward and know that you've waited a long enough time. Nobody's going to judge you. Your children aren't going to judge you. Because I also know that whoever comes in your circle has to pass before they're brought to the kids. So you coming in with the right way, a grown-up way, you're going to have love, sweetheart. Okay? So I do know that those are areas that you just got to let you have it. Yes. You'd be surprised. But these days, you walk down the road, you're turning heads on guys. And you're just like, don't even know that it's happening because you're mommy and you're in there. But they are. And I feel like there's one that's in your, whether it's at work or where you live. He's a nice guy. I feel like he helps you. I feel like he's asked you if you need anything, I will just say.
Unless it's the person that he wants for me in that I refuse.
Okay, well, you gotta go with it's the base that you go into. But look at how he's already letting you say go. Okay? He's releasing you from any burdens that you're in. And also to be your cheerleader of what a beautiful person you are. Now, I need to give you a hug. Here's your paper. Sorry it wasn't too much, but this was about you today. Thank you. Oh, Cheryl, this man's so handsome. He is so handsome. He still is, and you know what? He is like that inside and out. So this is so important. Handsome young man. I'm not dead, Mama. That's all I can say. Cutie pie.
She dated him.
He's a cutie pie. That's all I'm saying. Don't watch her. He is a sweet guy, inside and out. And I got. First thing that I got was red around him, so I went with July or January.
Birthday July. Thought it was murdered in January. Shot in the head also.
Guys,
Her dad was a month after.
okay. I have been experiencing something very horrible over the last 4 days, and it happens. But now that we just spoke with you, my pain is gone, and I take on the pain. There was something in the back of the neck that happened on one of those that affected right here. Falling down or in the back, correct?
My son was shot in the back.
Oh my God. I've been hurt so bad for 4 days. Wait till I tell Rudy, I said, and Valerie, because they're like, but it just went away. I don't have no more pain. That's the only way that I know. But I felt like somebody killed me. That's exactly what I said. Or somebody hit the back of my head with something. I go, it hurts so fucking bad every time I put my head down. So every pillow. I'm so glad this is recording. Rudy, it did! I was just there, and you guys have no idea. I do get plans on that. Because you already know that it's coming, so they already know. It's not like all of a sudden they came, they all talked to me before you even arrived. It's very interesting. So that's the first answer. But this guy is awesome. I felt like it was a son and a friend, and it's very interesting. There we go. Right there on the paper. I also got, he would not change it for the world. He said that the moment that he woke up that morning until whatever happened here, I don't know if he's like this good Samaritan of some kind or was involved with trying to talk some sense into irate crowd or drunk, I don't know, it just feels like the persons are, that he's a bystander coming in to try to help somehow. It just looks like he's stepping in, it's not about him.
He had somebody use his car and they were abusing it and he went to get it. Starting that morning, he woke up, texted him, I'm coming to get my car. And he kept making excuses and finally that night and seeing the text messages. Again, the guy said, don't call, my mom's asleep, but he went about 10 o'clock at night with another friend to get his car. And there was, to me, it was like an ambush, but the detectives are saying no. But in my heart,
It was an ambush. It was an ambush. That was just exactly what it was. It's kind of like, we've all done it. You pick a fight. You don't pick a fight, but you say trigger words that you know that someone in school that you don't like will be like, oh, it's just those little things just to get them all fired up or whatever. But I feel like that's what had happened during this conversation, which is why he needed the other person to come with him. And is that person just as tall as him? He feels very guilty.
yes, because he had a gun.
And he feels like that's what escalated everything. Yeah.
Well, because another guy that was it is my neighbor, started to attack him with the wrench. So the guy that was with him that brought a gun pistol whipped the guy with the wrench to stop him.
Wow.
And they haven't told me still if it was accidental and the gun went off or if somebody.
No, it was fired.
So
I see the finger actually on it. However, what I can say is the finger that I'm seeing, I thought it would be this one, but it's this one. So I think that there's a tussle to get to the weapon. I wouldn't be surprised. Was it gravel? It's almost like I'm seeing like little pieces of rock that could be on the body. And something to do with the scrape on the right ear. He was right-handed, right? I think that they tried to take it away. It's kind of like rushing. What they should have done remember 9/11 and those ones that were on the plane said that they should have went in it. It should have been rushed. It would have stopped everything. I just saw a white car. So what color of car is the one in question? It was gray. Gray's my favorite color. So the white color car has got a significance since it's not the one questioned for your son. Now, let me go a little further in this white car since it isn't his. I feel like I'm looking at a sedan. I mean, it looks very streamlined. Let's say the streamline could be like Mercedes or Lexus. They seem to have that nice little streamline and smooth. And the white collar, okay, there's something else on the back. The back looks like it has one of those air things for racing or something. I'm not quite sure how it. Oh yeah, like a fin. So whatever it is, it's a streamline. I know it's white, and it has this fin on the back of it. It is Texas plate. I see a 4 and a 9. I'm trying to see the rest of the numbers on there, but I see 4 and 9. Or if 4 and 9 is on. Lower wheels. So this car doesn't look like it's sitting on its natural bed. I feel like it's lower on the wheels, so I feel like it's been low rided on who this white car belongs to.
They're still looking for that white car. And they said, do I know a tall white guy that likes to play golf?
Lexus, or I just feel like it's an upper level type of vehicle where I see this streamline, so that's why I'm going Lexus, Infiniti or Mercedes. Those would probably golf. They're good golf all around here. But I just saw saw that. Okay, a little further. The man doesn't have, okay, I would say that his hair is not long, it's not, it's very close to the head and, thinning. He's thinning,
Like that,
yes.
that's the place where
And did they have a dog? Cause I'm hearing the barking of a larger dog.
yeah,
Okay, it's a larger dog, that I haven't seen the sound, I didn't see the dog, I could hear the barking of it. He's on a motorcycle too, I just wanted to let you know that so he lets speed.
Mikey, oh yeah.
I got a vision of a red ribbon, but then I also saw that it had some, metal weight to it, and it feels like it's round, like maybe a medallion. And I can feel on it that it has like a raise and cut out, feel of it, so maybe an award or.
He did special Olympics with his sister and got medals with the red ribbon.
Has
He put my daughter's special needs and in the hospital when she went to see him, she brought one of her medals that she had just won and put it in his hand.
I could feel it. I just want to let you know he wanted you to know that he could feel it, and he wanted me to know how it felt in my hand. So I love what I get to do because of those things that you wondered, and he wants you to know that it was very special to him, and that she's gonna love that, and that she is just one beautiful young lady. I just want to let you know that too. She's full of sunshine. That's exactly how I get sunshine, and I think that she's always happy. But when she does get sad, it's what she thinks of him. And she cries, but then I feel like she looks up into the sky because he's talking to her. And you know, special needs, young children, animals, they see spirit. So I wouldn't be surprised if her saying that she sees him. He sleeps with her at night to console her because I feel like maybe she might have a little bit serious at night, like losing it or something maybe, or
She believes with his actions.
I just want to let you know that he
They were
sleeps
real
with her.
close, they were.
But he does it also with his soul. So, and it's something to do with her. She has different colors on her bed. Is there like dramatic, like maybe different colors of the rainbow on there?
She has a,
Purples and
it's
turquoise
purple and blue, it's a, what do you call it? A frozen blanket.
Okay, I just saw those
Oh,
colors just in there and all around because he's there. And the one, she has a pillow that she puts aside for him. So
Yeah.
he lays down on it.
She has well, she rolls it up, it's the, blanket that Life Gift gave her when he donated.
Oh,
And they
yeah,
left it in her.
he's been, so what is there at least 4 recipients?
There's 5.
There's 5, okay. So what is with the 5th one? Do we have any?
Heart, the kidneys, the liver, and,
Liver.
oh no, there was 4. They told me 5, but, I got one letter back. You're right.
Okay, there was something to do with something, thank you, because I just saw that, and what were the eyes?
No.
What did you guys were thinking about?
Oh, yeah, we told them
Okay.
whatever they could use.
Okay, I was just checking, it had something to do with one eye.
He ended up, they told me that during the testing that he had hepatitis C, he didn't know it. So they couldn't use that.
And you know, hepatitis C does affect the eyes, because I have a
I had no idea, but.
and he just said something to do with one of the eye, directions, so these are just areas of knowing where it had, and there's a celebration that you guys are planning ahead, getting ready to, there's something to do with Christmas, and, kind of like Frozen, wait, my son loves this movie, it has to do with the train,
Polar Express.
Polar Express. Yes, he watched it over and over again. I couldn't remember it, but I'm seeing the Polar Express. So, are you watching it, or are you doing a theme walk
I've
through
been
it.
working a lot, and I was off Saturday, so my other daughter said, let's have a movie night, let's watch Polar Express this kind of month, and so we did. It caught 40.
I love that school.
It's so awesome to be able to have it, because, that's the best part. I hope you walk away knowing that they're not blind, they still are. So I always say they still are, it's not physically where you can touch them, but they are there, intertwining, and nothing gets past them. That's our angels. He says to tell everyone that he loves them, and he says, Mom, I'm helping. So there's some things, the struggles that you're going through also, and I can only imagine, especially when you lose your child. It's one thing when you lose someone you love as a partner, but to lose your baby or you, it's a little bit more of a deeper, they're all lost, but it just is. And to know that they're intertwining and they're, but he's also shared, I feel like you're having trouble with your knees, have them go to and in particular, I feel it's like your left one that he's touching right now. And these are areas that they help, and the next step is your upper stomach. I feel like you might be having some areas, maybe it's either digestion or not, could possibly be, because I also think that has to do with anxiety and the depression that falls in.
Well, I'm a nurse, and I work in a lot, so.
And if that's what helps you to get through it, always being able to allow people to help makes a big difference. The people that love them, their friends, because there's just a handful of friends that he considered friends.
Yeah.
The rest of them are acquaintances.
That's what he said, and he always said.
This one over here never met one that wasn't a friend. I feel like it's like you meet him and he just, right? You just felt comfortable, so he's surrounded there, those person, and they're still there. There's something to do with this rainbow. I want you to know that I feel like you're looking for some signs, and he just shared with me that anything that has to do with the color of this rainbow, the shape of the light, even looking in it down at the water, because he wants you to remind you, you're asking for these signs, and he wants you to know, oh, your husband says, what's up with the coffee? Do you drink coffee? Change the brand or something? I apologize, that happens.
That's okay.
Have you changed your coffee or some change? He said, what's up with the coffee?
Yeah. It's fine.
He just did that. So he doesn't like change either. He's not going to change. I apologize, that happened while you're talking. I just heard you tell her, okay? So these are things, the butterflies. I want to let you know that
I'm not drinking my coffee yet.
not now, it's been changed. And you know what? You put stuff in it to where you clean your stirring, don't you? Because I can hear the clinking.
Yeah.
And he just said that so I can hear you're there in the morning and you stir it quite a bit. He said you only need to do it like once, but she's like, girl, he's with you, man. I'm just telling you.
And I do hear those sounds.
Yes.
I
I told you, he said he's going around the house just to let you know, butterflies. Butterflies are but you know that it's, what's something ugly that comes out comes beautiful. Okay? It's about reminding you. So right now, those are what you need to look for. You'll see them everywhere. They're uplifts. To remind you of, tomorrow's not promised. It's easy to say, it's hard to do. But little by little, that's what I'm doing. Every year, I'm trying to put something up on my bucket list. I'm old. And maybe not real old, but you realize that I'm going to have another 10 or 15 years of walking around doing stuff for real. That becomes more perspective. And I feel like that's exactly what he's trying to tell you. Do it, baby. give you that. So, I made it. He says mom will help us, so I just want to let you know, and I did have a picture of the brown pit. A brown, like, it looks like a pit, the ears go back. Pit bull, like a pit bull. Could that be
My
the
daughter's, well, he brought it home, actually, I forgot. He brought it home from the Highlands Floods. What's his name? Sandra. They call her Sandra. She's a big old chunk. She's like a brown lab.
Oh, no, this one I saw ears back. Labs have ears that are flappy. This one has ears that
It's
go
not his name, Taco. He's white with brown spots.
brown.
And his ears
I
stick
saw
straight
brown.
out. That's his
So I just wanted, I saw brown with a pit, and I had your parentheses, so I wanted to share that with you before I finish. And I saw,
Story. I remember the story of your son.
Oh, really? And then where did you read about it?
I think it was on one of the pages. Somebody had said something. And I went to, this was when it just happened, so there was no details, no nothing. It just happened. And it was before mine was.
look at how you guys are into, and you have a lot in common. There's a lot of things in there. You should surprise how, getting together because I know that you're starting things. You're trying to make it open and help others. That's where those little clubs come in. That's where you get out to speak with others, and the more you talk about it, it helps to be drawn to tomorrow. And here's your page. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed your readings. I hope that everybody enjoyed their communication, and I'm hoping that didn't stop recording, because I'll get you an upload. Did I miss something that's on
You
there?
said I was fishing. He loved to fish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put it in there. But yes, I wrote it down. And he does fish a lot, but this time he's doing it this way. Like those guys in Louisiana, catfishing. Hand doing it. Everyone, please grab a pen. You have an angel that came to visit you. That's exactly what they are. You're my forever friends, but a new forever friend here. And I know you've gotten messages from the side. We haven't actually talked, have we?
We did.
Oh, really?
I had one reading with you,
I am so sorry. I had forgotten. I hope that you enjoyed yours. Guys, I love you. You're my forever friends. Thank you so much for coming. I hope that the next time will be another.
Well, since you're out and about a little more now, are you safe now?
I'm very safe. And I also walk Iowa if I carry, but it hasn't gone to trial yet. And they've contacted me. I refuse to come in. This is the MS-13.
Oh!
And he was right next door. He said that he would burn us, so we didn't leave that night. There was, it took 3 hours for the cops to get. I got the video. I saw a woman in the middle of the road. It's 8 a.m. I didn't know it was the neighbors, but I saw this guy beating this woman, so I had to go outside. And I had 5.7. I looked at it, but I didn't take it out. If I would have took it out, I would have been dead. Honest God, I would have. But I walked out and I pretended. I called 911. And I pretended that I was recording. I thought that it would be 8 p.m. Figured they were going to go back into the house, be done with it. And he pulls out a big block. Bitch, and she's going, no, he's not hitting me. There's blood on the ground. And I'm going, no, he's not hitting you. I had to walk all the way around, just like you would see, like my house where my window to get back in. So I had a weapon pointed at me, and I've gone to classes for can't conceal weapon. I know that you do not, but it's kind of fuzzy. And then I know the outlet of the house because the old people that they bought it from were friends of ours. You know, been there for 21 years. And he put down, he opened up, it was like 87 degrees at 8 a.m. September 11th. He opened it up and he took out a weapon this long that was shiny and pointed at my son. Now, with a caliber this long, I can't tell you what it was because it was cross street, but I know how long it was. It went right through my walls. So I'm hollering at my son, and I'm going, get behind the fire, because we have a fireplace, you know, and I'm screaming. And the police are at the wrong place. The police did us so bad. Baytown police really fucked us really bad. I think they're a part of this. I think they're a part of this. I really do. So, all the police were out there. They finally got them out. The last woman that they got out was the one I was trying to save. It was a drug and sex trafficking that was going on over there. They took 5 guys out, and the police officer, I'm yelling, and she goes, come outside. Well, I'm not going outside. You shouldn't be outside. We got weapons pointing at us. It was just so crazy. They asked us to go in front of them to eyeball him. The police officer told me that it wasn't connected to any gang, but then the DA contacted me and said that he was connected. He came up missing in the system, guys. We got a video of him being out at the house when we went to go get our animals. So he shouldn't have been out. The DA contacted me. I wasn't allowed to find nothing. I wasn't able, and I can't go. Apparently, MS-13s are public people, so I couldn't be safe to have any kind of public readings. I wouldn't want to put you guys in any position or worry. But I guess he was the up guy. And that night, we had all of our lights up, so I couldn't leave until the next morning. 3 Escalades pulled right in front of my house, 2 on the other side. They had women driving them, and everybody, a man got out of each one, and they had big gold chains, all tattoos straight down to the thing. They were in that house that was supposed to be already closed down until 5 a.m. in the morning. My son had 4 of his buddies that were in the army, that were patrolling. We got video and everything. It was very scary, super scary. So I listened to it.
So have you been back to your house?
I had to sell it. I couldn't sell any of the stuff in there because I didn't know who would come to try. And you know, he went to Robert E. Lee. We lived over there, over by the school. Does anybody need water? I got cold water in here. I only put out a few. Let me turn this off.